We're back.
I'm Jared.
Jonah.
Sorry. So we didn't really have anything much to talk about with games or anything like that because we don't have any new ones. So we decided we'd talk about some of the new shows on TV and some of the returning shows that we both enjoy.
Yeah, like Heroes.
Yeah, Heroes is a great show. I love the first season. The characters are good, the action's good, the storylines are good.
And then the second season was one of the worst things I've ever seen.
I wouldn't say it was the worst thing I've ever seen, but it was a
terrible.
really bad second season. I mean, it left a really bad taste in my mouth. Fortunately, Tim Crane came out and apologized. The creator, if you didn't know that, came out and apologized in Entertainment Weekly on a letter to his fans, and basically listed many of the complaints that you and I had. I mean, the one thing he didn't talk about, though, that was really annoying to me was the fact that the black guy that could phase through things gets shot when he sees the gun coming. I mean, he can phase through walls and punches, but in a slow motion, he gets shot and dies.
He got shot and died, and then they had him come back, and then he dies again.
Yeah, that was pretty weak.
Anyways, it's back on track this season. It seems to be a little darker, and they seem to have a better overarching storyline. It
and a lot
seems
more
back
comedy,
more to
too.
the first season.
I mean, it is dark, but there's a lot more comedy. I mean, the Sylar thing is great. I really love what they've done with Sylar in the episode 3.
Oh yeah, having Sylar team up with the Portman Glasses guy was
the two
just
most
perfect.
interesting characters pretty much in the show. And then not only that, but the fact that Hiro and Ando are back together. I mean, that was one of the big problems with last season was it was missing that buddy element. I mean, it's like, look at the Star Wars movies with Han and Luke and how much you miss that in the new Star Wars movie. There's none of that buddy element, and that's part of why those movies suck compared to the first ones.
Yeah, and it's an interesting twist this time, having Hiro and Ando like kind of on opposite sides, even though they're still best friends because he's seen the future. It's good. They've done a good job. This season is definitely looking up.
So let's talk about our other Monday night show, Chuck. I like the first season of Chuck. Chuck's a fun show. Chuck needs to not be an hour long.
Yeah, it should only be in half an hour. The stories aren't long enough, and honestly, it's the same thing every week. They seem to be leading up to having a big change in the show, and then, whoops, back to the exact same thing. And you know, honestly, it's starting to bore me.
Yeah, I mean, it really is. I like a lot of the people in the show. I think the guy that plays Chuck's great. The girl, she's good, and she's very attractive. And
the guy from Firefly, he's David Baldwin.
Yeah, he's a Baldwin. But not related to Alex.
Yeah.
He's great. I mean, there's some really funny stuff in it, but it is the same thing over and over.
And at an hour long, it just drags on. Like, it never seems to be going anywhere.
Definitely not. Okay, so another Monday night show, Sarah Conner Chronicles.
Ugh! Why do we watch the show?
I have no idea why I watch this show.
It's just not good. I mean,
it's like I watch it because I'm told I should watch it.
Yeah, because it's Terminator, but it's not. It's just terrible.
The same thing over and over, just like Chuck.
And with a bad cast, there's only one.
Ryan Austin Green, come on.
God. And the kid who plays John is just terrible.
Yeah, it's not good. I don't know why I watch it. Most of the time when I have it on, because I usually just record it and watch it later, I'm usually at the computer paying very little attention to it.
Yeah, I sit there and play with my iPhone games. It's just not worth sitting there and wasting your time.
Hey! Got you good. Hey, let's not start that. I'll headbutt you. Alright, and then so the season premiere of Pushing Daisies.
Which was fine. It seemed
I really liked the show the first season, but it doesn't seem like there's any growth.
And it doesn't seem like there can be growth. The whole basis for the show kind of locks him into, new mystery every week. He and Chuck.
Well, yeah, I mean, Scooby-Doo it out a little bit, maybe, I guess. I don't know. I mean, the characters are good, the people are good,
the set design is amazing.
The set design is great, the cinematography's good. It's a good show, but there needs to be a little something different. So then the last show we're going to talk about is a new show,
which is Fringe.
Fringe is a cool show.
Yeah, it's J.J. Abrams' new show, and I never watched Lost.
Really? You never watched that?
Nope, never watched it.
I watched it.
Didn't like his Mission Impossible.
No, that Mission Impossible totally blew.
Oh, it's horrible.
Lost, I liked the first season was good, and then the second season wasn't so much, and then they brought it back and I got better. It's kind of, I don't know, maybe that second year sophomore slump kind of thing, like bands have.
Yeah, it's true. It does seem to happen. Anyways, on this Fringe show, it's pretty interesting. I mean, it's obviously X-Files.
Yeah, it's very X-Files. The doctor guy, who's this crazy guy, he's great. He's absolutely brilliant, and I think he should probably, I'm going to call this out early, should be nominated for an Emmy.
Yeah, I think I agree. He
makes the show.
He is so good in that show. John Noble, he is just fantastic. People know him from Lord of the Rings, and he's the centerpiece of the show. If it wasn't for him, the show wouldn't work. I mean, the main girl, I don't even know her character's name.
I have no idea who she is. I have no idea her character name. She's like white bread.
Yeah, well, it's her first role, I think, but John Noble.
And she's kind of
just
weird because
awesome.
sometimes you look at her and she looks kind of pretty, and then other times they shoot her and you're like,
screams.
that looks like a dude.
But the show is good, and his character is so good. He's brewing up drugs in his lab, making his own psychotics, brewing
Making his own
LSD.
root beer.
He's so twisted.
Well, and then Pacey, well, Joshua Jackson. I just like calling him Pacey.
Yeah, he's actually good.
He's good. I mean, he has a lot of like the
Snarky
quips in it.
remarks,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I mean, he balances well with the scientist guy who is his father.
And with the girl, they play off each other well. So.
Yeah, and I mean, you could see that they might develop a little bit of a relationship
at some point.
but it doesn't. They're not overdoing it at all.
Yeah.
Which,
Yeah,
thank
pretty
God, I'm so tired of shows doing that kind
Well,
of crap.
it's a good thing that it had her lover in the first episode. And another thing about the show is it's gross. I mean, there's some gross stuff, seeing through people.
Yeah, there's some pretty
people
graphic
melting.
stuff. Yeah, and some of it, is very CSI-ish in a way. Which, I like that show. I know you don't watch it. I do
Except
like
for it's like ridiculously off the wall stuff. It's not realistic, but it's fun. It works.
Yeah, I mean, it's very quirky, and I think that this is a show, unlike Chuck, and unlike Pushing Daisies even, or Sarah Conner Chronicles, where there's going to be some different stuff going on.
Yeah,
I mean, I think it's going to be like X-Files, where you're going to have,
It's got an
shows.
overarching storyline.
Exactly.
But every episode is different, and there's so much different stuff they can do.
And the commercial break thing is totally refreshing.
Awesome.
They almost always tell you how long the
90
commercial's going to be.
seconds or 60.
Yeah, and there's fewer commercials. And we've heard that this is a marketing ploy because it is a, what's his name?
J.J.
creator.
Abrams.
Yeah, it's a J.J. Abrams show. I always get him and Josh Whedon mixed up, even though I know who
Josh
each of them are.
Yeah.
But anyway, because it is his show, they basically said fewer commercials and we'll charge more.
And it's great.
It's brilliant.
I actually watch the commercials. I don't even bother fast
Yeah, you don't mind when it's 60 seconds.
Yeah, and you get a longer show.
So I'm hoping that they keep that show up. I'm
Yeah,
hoping
it's
it
good.
goes well. I think rating-wise it's doing well. So as long as they can keep the stories and the characters interesting.
Yeah, they're pushing it hard, so.
Okay. So, in the famous words of the professor, let's go make some LSD. See you later.
Yeah.
You got to roll, baby, roll to the animal shelter show where the teaching is softly and the time is a break away. Take a seat if you're new, 'cause nobody's gonna come for you. Well, I hope that you enjoy your stay. Gotta take a seat and learn to play. So you got to roll. Like it's playing with the band. Someone said he's gone, but I don't understand.
Did somebody say LSD? Where's the LSD, man? Where is it? Must be here somewhere.